Good afternoon, everyone. We'll give it maybe 1 minute, you say, Kelly? Okay, all right.
Go ahead and let everybody sign on. It looks like we have a couple more people joining us. So we'll go ahead and then we'll start kicking off our rideshare month. Happy October, everybody.
Still don't know how it's October,
I know.
right?
All right. All right, Sophia.
Actually, I think Monday was like 85 degrees.
Yeah, that's all right. And then it'll be 60 tomorrow. Yeah.
Exactly. All right, go ahead, Sophia.
So we go ahead and get started today. So good afternoon again, everyone, and welcome to October National Rideshare Month. If you've never shared a ride to work, carpool, vanpool, biking, or transit, or even shuttle service, maybe you did this prior to COVID-19. So now it's like, let me rethink about my commute. You know, how, when I return back to my workplace location, how will I do this? Will I, drive in my single vehicle, or will I think about some other alternative mode to get there? And so that's what we're here for today, to kind of open up everyone's thought process to say it's not just you that have to start thinking about what modes of transportation you're going to take when you do come back to work, but it's all of us together. It's a community thing that we need to do together to keep reducing emissions and just making overall air quality better. So we're going to kick off and I'll introduce you to our panelists today. My name is Sophia Gallimore. I have Kelly Masacci and Julie Quinn that's joining us in today on today's panel. And we're here again to talk to you about the things that we're going to do for National Rideshare Month for the month of October. So if this is your first time joining us, or maybe you've joined us before, you're going to hear my little spiel again about Transaction Associates and who we are and what we do. So Transaction Associates, we are a fully serviced transportation company. We're woman-founded, owned, and operated, and based in Woburn, Massachusetts. We have been providing commuter services to our clients since 1990, and we started operating shuttle service 1995. Best of all, for the past couple of years, we have been recognized as one of Boston's Globe's top places to work. So again, we are here to talk about National Rideshare Month. So you may ask yourself the question, well, what is ride sharing? It's exactly what it says, ride sharing. And it's sharing the ride with someone else. And that person could be a co-worker, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, or it could be someone that you have used a specific program that's designed to match people with similar commutes. So ride sharing most often in the past was considered as carpooling or vanpooling. But as people thought about it, and even as you may think about it, ride sharing actually includes any type of transportation that moves more than one person at a time. And this could be biking groups, this could be public transit, it can be riding on a private shuttle. So Rideshare Month, it celebrates those people that have said, I will ride share in some form of capacity, because it's better for the environment. It takes you out of that single vehicle alone by yourself, and that's one less car or van or truck that's on the road. So again, we are here to celebrate National Rideshare Month. And what we're doing today is we're going to tell you about the different rideshare modes that we're going to have coming up each Thursday at noon for the month of October. So that's going to be October 8th, October 15th, October 22nd, and October 29th. The individual webinars, they are going to have presenters for each particular mode. We have also gone out and we're going to have a group of panelists that will talk about their experience with that particular commute mode for the week. You'll be able to comment, you'll be able to ask the panelists or the presenters any questions. And at the end of each weekly webinar, all of the attendees, they're going to be entered into a raffle, and they will be able to win, a prize immediately after the webinar. So, and another thing that we're going to do is at the end of those weekly webinars, there's going to be a clue to what we're calling a secret game, which you're going to hear more about that in a few minutes. So to get us started today, we're going to do a quick poll. And this one is going to be about carpool. So if you were to carpool, would you prefer to be a rider or a driver? You can select driver, rider, either a driver or a rider. I'm going to give that a couple of seconds. Okay, Kelly, how do we look?
Yep. So, all right. It looks like all our votes are coming in. I'm going to go ahead and close the poll. So any last minute votes, make sure to get those in. And here are our results.
Okay, 40% rider, and then 60% either a driver or a rider. So that's good. So carpool as a whole is typically you're sharing a ride with 1 to 4 people. If you choose to ride alone, and this is just an average, that would average ranges around 53 cents to 79 cents per mile. And in this example, if you do a 20-mile round trip, and let's say you do that, you have 262 working days, your expenses will be anywhere from $2,777.20 to $4,139.60. Or if you want to look at that per day, it's to average around $10.60 to $15.80 per day. So if you take that and you say, you know what, this week I will use my car to carpool. The next week, the other person will do the same. There, you will see there's going to be a savings. Now, throughout this webinar and the webinars that are going to be weekly, we are going to show you where transaction, specifically your commuter services person, we got together and we pulled a lot of data together to be able to present to those commuters that are going to do either carpool, vanpool, biking, or even public transit, sort of like a guide sheet. And we're calling that like a commuter guide and planning for your returning back to work. Within the guide sheet, there are definitely safety protocols and things for you to be safe and feel safe when you return if you do select to go with a carpool. Also, you will hear me and Julie and Kelly throughout, this afternoon rather, we're going to talk about how you can find potential partners for each commute mode. eCommuter is that ride matching database where you can go in and you can look for, if you're looking for carpool partners, that's the database that you can go to and search for other carpool partners that are going to, maybe your specific job location or a location in an area that allows the two of you to carpool, and then maybe you can walk or grab a blue bike, for example, and commute the rest of the way into your work location. Okay. So to get an idea of vanpoolers, we're going to take our next poll. If you were part of a vanpool, what would you do during your commute time? Would you read a book, catch up on work, watch TikTok, meditate, or other. And if you do other, we're just asking you if you would just put it in the questions panel on the right side, what that other is.
So again, we're going to leave this poll open for a couple seconds. It looks like we're still getting some votes in. So if you were part of a van pool, what would you do during your commute time? Leave this open for about 5 more seconds, and then we're going to close and share the results. All right.
Okay, like 60% of us says we're going to catch up on work and meditate. That is absolutely good. So with van pool, that's typically you're sharing the ride with 4 to 15 people. You do have that me time where you can catch up on, any work. You can even rehearse a presentation, if you have to do that as well. And then on an average, because on average, it's going to take about 29, 30 minutes. In some cases, it could possibly be an hour. So you definitely have time, that you can meditate and do other things with that time. As I mentioned before, we do have a safety protocol for van pool as well. And one of the webinars, Commute with Enterprise, will present, and there's a safety packet that they give out to all of their van poolers as well. Again, we are definitely safety cautious as we go back to work. And if you're looking for that van pool partner, there is ecommuter.org. Okay, so we're going to get into a little bit about our first commute mode week. October 8th is going to be carpool van pool. It's going to start at noon, and the name of that webinar is titled Connecting Drivers and Riders, a Carpool Van Pool Story. So at that webinar, we will teach you how to find potential carpool van pool partners. You're going to receive free commuter guidelines, and these are guidelines, again, that include safety protocols to keep you safe, keep your carpool partners and your van pool partners safe with you as well. The panelists will include, you're going to have a demonstration of ecommuter.org. We're going to have a presenter from Waze Carpool. We're going to have a presenter from Commute with Enterprise. And then we're going to have actual carpoolers and van poolers to come in and talk to you about why they, thought that it would be a great thing to form a carpool or a van pool, and some of the things that they have done in the past and what they do plan to do when they go back to work. So we have another poll here, and this one is regarding private shuttles. So if your location offers a private shuttle service, what benefits do you enjoy the most? Convenience of it, someone else does the driving, extra free time, cost savings, reduces my environmental impact, or NA because you just don't have any use for a private shuttle.
So it looks like we're still getting some votes in. So we'll leave this open for a couple more seconds. All right. We're about to close the poll. And here we go.
Okay. So 60% no use for private shuttles, 20% cost savings, and 20% someone else does the driving, extra free time. Exactly. So with private shuttles, we're going to have a separate topic on that one as well. Hopefully you all, if you don't know, Transaction Associates does provide corporate shuttles. We provide quite a bit. Our vehicles they are Wi-Fi. We also have live shuttle tracking. We also have the safety cleaning and protocols on our vehicles as well. which everything they're posted. This is actually a picture of it. The seating guidelines, the seating capacity. And as you can see, everything is spaced out. So it's safety distance seating for you there as well. Again, the driver has been trained. The driver has information on it. The driver wears safety masks. We hand out the safety protocols, for you as well, to let you know that it is safe to take a private shuttle, as well, if you want to elect that as one of your transportation options. And again, your commuter services manager can always provide you with information if you or your company is interested in informing a private shuttle service. Now, we're not going to leave out public transportation because we know that our frontline workers, most of them rely heavily on public transportation, whether that's the subway, the commuter rail, or bus. Again, we have come up and we have taken Mass DOT, their safety guidelines, and we just compile that and put it in a way that, is easier for you to read. You can carry it around with you as well. And I cannot forget this again. eCommuter.org. eCommuter.org will take you step by step. We'll provide that step-by-step direction for you. If you need to catch a bus first, then switch over to the subway system, or your commuter railing in and you need to know what bus is there that I can catch, or even if there's a blue bike location or park and pedal type location, it is there as well. So I'm going to turn it over to Julie now. She's going to walk you through the remaining webinars that we're going to have for the month of October.
Thanks, Sophia. So much great information. So Thursday, October 15th will be our shuttles week. Again, it starts at noon on Thursday. We will explore the benefits of sharing a shuttle with other companies nearby. We will again have those free commuter guides with different protocols and what you can do to keep yourself comfortable and safe on a shuttle. And our panelists will include riders, drivers, and shuttle operations, which is the people behind the fleet. So your drivers, your dispatch, your mechanics will have our panelists. So with that, let's do another poll as we move on into our next next webinar. So at what distance would you choose an active commute? For example, bike or walking? Less than a mile, less than 5 miles, 5 to 9 miles, or more than 10 miles? Here we go as we move into active commute mode.
So it looks like we still have a couple more votes coming in. So we'll leave this open for a few more seconds and then we'll share our results.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out.
Okay, great. So right in between, somewhere between 5 and 9 miles for the most part, which is great for either a walk or a bike ride as you go along. So again, active commuting can be biking, walking to work, solo, or with a group. So since basically the pandemic has started, Transaction has done lots of different webinars, which include biking, maintenance, different things that you can do to prepare for inclement weather. We've also done some fitness and some yoga as far as self-awareness and self-help. So you can check out all those on our YouTube channel. All of those recordings are there. You can refer back to them, which might help you kind of boost yourself up and get ready for an active commute. Again, as Sophia said, we have commuter guides and safety protocols for all of our active commuting modes. And again, ecommuter.org, you can find potential partners, nearby blue bike stations, search park and pedal or lots, and the best friendly bike routes that you can take as far as walking, biking. So that will be October 22nd. We will call it Mastering the Art of the Active Commute. We'll have panelists who are experienced in active commuters, bikers, runners, walkers, and short presentations from blue bikes and park and pedal. A lot of great information there, so that we hope you will join us for our active commute week. Again, Thursday, October 22nd. All our webinars on Thursday start at noon. So with that, oh no, sorry, we have another polling question, which will bring us into our next, which is emergency ride home. So let's see, are you enrolled in emergency ride home program, or we call it ERH? Yes, no, or are you wondering what is that? Let us know.
Again, looks like we still have some votes coming in, so we'll leave this open for a few more seconds. All right, we're gonna go ahead and close the poll. We're gonna share our results.
Okay, great. Oh, that's excellent. At least everybody knows about it. So yes, 60% of you are enrolled and 40% of you are not, which will lead us into Kelly's presentation, and she will give you a reason why you might want to sign up for it this month.
Absolutely.
Go ahead,
So ERH is, for those of you that are familiar, know this, but so ERH is a peace of mind sort of program, right? Any of the modes that we've previously talked about, carpooling, vanpooling, biking, riding shuttles, taking public transit, in the event of an emergency, we don't want to have you guys panic. We don't want to have that be a barrier to choosing a rideshare mode. So we offer an emergency ride home program that's no cost to you. It's provided by your Transportation Management Association, your residential property, your workplace, property developer where your workplace rents from. And it's really easy. It's very simple. It's a peace of mind program where you enroll for it and then you have it as a safety net. So we're going to go through real quick how to register for emergency ride home on ecommuter.org. So we show you exactly how to do it. So give me a brief moment while we change over our screen. So let's see. Here we go. There we go. So you shall be able to see ecommuter.org. We're going to go ahead and log in real quick. This takes 2 seconds. A lot of people, especially this month, are also doing an emergency ride home commuter challenge this month. So if you register for emergency ride home, you'll actually be entered to win an additional prize. So now that I'm logged in to ecommuter.org, I can click on the emergency ride home thing here under the things to do tab, or I can click ERH here at the top. So once I do that, I just register for emergency ride home. I fill out the mode in which I use, whether that's carpooling, biking, any of those things that we've talked about. Enter my manager's first and last name, the email. You know, I really need this. It's not to check up on you. It's just more of a safety net, really, where, you know, the ERH program is provided at no cost to you by that participating member we talked about. So the information is just really needed if we do need to confirm any of the events in the event of use. ERH is it's not used often, but it is a nice peace of mind to know that it's there. So I can go ahead and agree to the rules of ERH, meaning I'm not going to abuse the program, and then I hit submit. So now I'm signed up for ERH. I can go back to the ERH tab, and now I can see the instructions and guidelines for the program. I can also, at the end, if I did have to take a ride, we do ask that you fill out an ERH confirmation report just to tell us how we did. And, you know, it's good for us just to keep the program optimized. So ERH is simple. You know, I know this kind of looks a little bit scary, but it's as simple as this. If you have an emergency on the day that you commuted via carpool, vanpool, public transit, bike, or walk, you'll call our dispatch. They'll coordinate with you, whether that's getting a lift to you or a taxi to you or an enterprise rent-a-car. And then you can go to any of the qualified destinations. That includes your home, daycare, a doctor's office, you know, you name it, sort of thing. So, you know, this isn't necessarily for, you know, my car broke down or any of that sort of thing. So if you have any questions, your commuter services manager can definitely assist you with all of those. And that's really it in a nutshell. You know, you're registered, it's there, it's a peace of mind thing, and then that's it. So we'll go back to this real quick, and we'll kind of just summarize eCommuter, right? So like Sophia mentioned and Julie mentioned, eCommuter is your all-in-one tool for commuting. It's finding partners for carpools and vanpools, biking and walking, locating park and rides, locating those park and pedal lots, planning your transit route so you know exactly what bus to take, what T-line to get on, what commuter rail station to get off at, We have a commute calendar to kind of, so you can record your different commute modes and sort of track that financial cost savings that we mentioned earlier. We have challenges that we do throughout the year where there's chances and incentives to win prizes, the emergency ride home program that we just saw. And as Sophia mentioned in the beginning, you do have commute match choices. So if you only want to find ride partners within your company location, so say I work at a Transaction, and I only want to carpool with other people that work here at Transaction, I have that choice. Or if I want to be able to carpool database wide and carpool with someone maybe whose office is down the street from me, I can do that as well. So there's a lot of flexibility, based on your comfort level, how you want to sort of choose the new commute as we transition back. So with that, we'll do one last poll, kind of now that we've talked about everything. And that is, which rideshare mode or modes would you be most likely to explore using in the future? Please check all that apply: carpool, vanpool, bike or walk, public transit, or private shuttles. Again, we'll leave this open for about 30 seconds. Make sure we get all our votes in. And your commuter services managers are really your number one resource for all of this. You can do a lot on eCommuter, but we're definitely here to help you kind of navigate as we all kind of transition back to work. Okay, so I'm going to close that poll. All right, and it looks like 80% are looking at private shuttles and biking or walking to work. We're definitely seeing that as an industry trend. I don't think bike shops can keep, bikes in their inventory.
Absolutely.
Looks like 60% of you guys are doing public transit. Like we said, we have plenty of resources for that. We also have some interest in some carpools and vanpools. So, like I said, reach out to your commuter services manager, explore ecommuter.org. We're here for you guys.
Thanks, Kelly.
I'll put that back over to Julie.
Thank you. That's great. So, and the ERH demo was fantastic. So for those 40% of you who are not signed up for ERH, October, you can be put into a drawing for another prize just by signing up. So go ahead and sign up for ERH. So I know Sophia had mentioned that each week we will have part of our Secret Sleuth game. So the Secret Sleuth game will be a word or a phrase. The word or a phrase will be revealed during each week's weekly webinar, Thursdays at noon. Collect all 4 Secret Sleuth clues, and when your phrase is complete, you can please email them to info@ecommuter.org. Please use the subject line Secret Sleuth so we know what it's for. And today's Secret Sleuth word is explore. Okay, so take that, jot that down, put that into your notes. Join us for the next 3 weeks. And then on the 29th, when we do our Rideshare Trivia and Prize webinar, we will reveal the winner to whoever gets our secret word or phrase for the 4 weeks that we have. So to wrap up Rideshare Month, we will bring back DJ Rob Blase, if any of you have joined us. He's been with us a couple of times, to join us for a fast-paced game of transportation trivia and quiplash. Again, October 29th at noon. First place winner will get a $25 prize, and that will be the winner of the transportation trivia. Then the top 8 trivia players will compete in a final round of quiplash, and the first place winner will receive another $25 prize. At that date on the 29th, we will announce our Secret Sleuth winner, which will be a $50 prize. So make sure you get your words and phrases in each week and send it to info@ecommuter.org to be entered into for that. So for today's webinar, someone will have a chance to win an Amazon gift card and an eCommuter safety kit. So let's see who our winner is for that. Lori Mendungo. Congratulations, you've won today, and we will be in touch with you on how to get you your prize. So thanks for joining us today, and Lori, we will be in touch with you to give you your prize. So again, thank you for joining us today, and we really hope you found this helpful, and will continue to join us each week, each Thursday through the month of October to help to educate you on the aspects of different commute modes. Keep an eye out for information in your newsletters and email updates, and remember the Secret Sleuth clue for today is explore. After the webinar, you'll receive a quick survey that we hope you will complete and submit. you have any questions, you can reply to that email with questions and your commuter services representative will respond to you. Again, enjoy this beautiful weather. Have a great afternoon and we hope to see you by next week too. Thanks so much.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.